Mr. Holmes? Hello? Mr. Holmes? Come on, Mr. Holmes. I know, we got an appointment. Hello?
Dead.
You got me, Holmes.
Ah, better luck next time, Mr. Watson. Now, if you, for instance, were
Mr.
noticing the
Holmes.
shadow on the floor, how it was crossing here, you would have known
Mr.
that I
Holmes,
was
we have a
standing
case.
behind the...
Well, we got a message from Lestrade this morning.
Did we now? Fascinating.
And you have no idea who did it?
None.
And there are no other witnesses to the crime?
None.
Well, Mr. Backstrom, we have...
we need you up here.
Just a second.
Good morning. After you.
Oh yes. Who died?
That is none of your business. Detective Mordingi.
Sherlock Holmes.
I'm afraid I'm gonna have to order you off the premises.
A note from Lestrade. I believe you'll find all the paperwork in order.
You have 24 hours.
What a terrible detective. 24 hours is way too much time. What if I get bored? Come, Watson. My, what a nasty fall.
Oh dear, what a horrible accident. What do you think, Holmes?
It's got a nice bathrobe. And the door was locked from the inside.
Ah, yes it was, Holmes.
Aha!
What is it, Holmes?
Windows jammed.
Holmes! Holmes, where are you going? Where are you? For God's sakes, where are you? Holmes?
He wasn't stabbed.
What?
He wasn't stabbed.
What do you mean?
He was shot.
But I still don't understand. All the evidence suggests that he was stabbed.
Yes. At first glance, it does seem that Sir Arthur was stabbed. On Christmas Eve night, he went to draw his bath when an unknown assailant stabbed him in the stomach. Although, there is something distinctly odd about the situation. The door was locked from the inside, and the window was jammed, only a crack open, so nobody could have gotten in to kill him. That is, unless they had not gotten in. I believe that someone was standing outside on the roof and fired the projectile through a crack in the open window, but I didn't have a way to prove this.
So, I went up onto the roof, and what do I find but this?
Rubber on a roof. Surprising.
Yes, but this is not just any rubber. This rubber is from the sole of someone's shoe. So the only way that someone could have gotten onto the roof is if they had climbed up, and the only way they could have gotten in through the window to stab him was if they shot the projectile.
But what did he get shot with?
I'm not exactly sure. I need a blood sample. You and you go dig up some old family records. If he had an enemy, loans, debt, anything that could suggest a murder.
Right. Where are you going?
Back to Baker Street. Schist, quartz, basalt, and an extra quantity of water. What does it all mean?
So what did Mr. Doyle actually do for a living?
Many things, one of which was solving crimes. In fact, here's his cold case file.
Wait, doesn't he seem familiar?
Oh,
still sticks.
Basalt schist quartz water. Basalt schist quartz water.
Not water. Ice.
I don't understand. How can it be?
Well, hello, Holmes.
Watson, I found the murder.
Holmes, is this really necessary?
Of course it is. Now. Watson, it's just. No, I shouldn't have seen it before. Of course,
Holmes,
it's water. It's
Holmes, look at this.
Call me, Dean.
I have called you all to this meeting because I believe I have solved the case. Exactly how, I will now relate to you. At the stroke of 12 on Christmas Eve night, Sir Arthur Doyle was found dead in his home, stabbed in the stomach by some unknown weapon. This was originally thought a suicide, but that theory was proven false by the lack of a weapon. So a murder then, but what kind? The door was locked from the inside and not tampered with, so no one could have gotten in to stab him. Granted, there was an open window, but it was jammed, and the opening was much too small for anyone to fit through. Therefore, the only possible explanation was Arthur Doyle was shot through the crack in the open window, proven by the scrap of shoe rubber I found on the roof, left there by the murderer. This final theory seems to raise more questions than it answers. Where, for instance, is the bullet Arthur was shot with? It couldn't just disappear into thin air. Well, maybe it could. What if Arthur was shot with something that could simply melt away once it had done its job? I took a blood sample from the womb and found something very odd. As well as blood, there were small amounts of schist, basalt, and quartz, all common ingredients in roofing tiles. There was also an excessive amount of water in the blood, or, as I later discovered, not water, but melted ice. You see now, snow melted from the roof and trickled down, gathering the roofing particles as it went, then froze again on the edge of the roof into an icicle. The very same icicle used to shoot and kill Arthur Doyle. I had the how, now I needed the who. I figured the person who was on the roof must have jumped off as I did, and, as I did, they had a very good chance to hurt themselves. Break a wrist, perhaps, so then they could no longer use it. I had my theories, but all but one was put to rest when Watson showed me this.
This was found in one of Sir Arthur Doyle's private files, which, incidentally, happened to be his cold case file. Yes, Mr. Doyle used to inspect old murder mysteries, petty thefts, the like. And, in that file, I happened to find this. A wanted file for a certain James Errol Jones. James Errol Ray, a.k.a. Jim More Dingy.
Very clever, Mr. Holmes. Unfortunately, I see how much dispose of further witnesses.
Aha! Missed me. Shit.
Dead.
And the murderer is getting away. Coward. Come, Watson. The game is afoot. Good thought, Watson. Now rest up for tonight. I'd like to take you on a case in Baskerville regarding a hound.